He honori, he kloria, he mai ngā rongo ki te mato te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Tēnei ka mihi atu rā, ki te kaupapa o te rā, ki te taho o tō tātou nei awa Waikato ara kei te riu o Waikato. Nō reira, Ngāti Mahanga, Ngāti Wairere, Ngāti Haua, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. Tērā ka tīpako tētihi o ngā kōrero o taku tūpuna, kua ara ake au i te papa o te whenua, kua kite ai i ngā whetū e tū taki ana. Ko matariki te kairūri, ko atu tahi kei te taumata o te mangaroa. Nō reira, e kingi tāwhiao nei anō te wā o matariki, tēnei e mihi ana ki a tātou katoa e hui mai nei, pai mārire ki a tātou. Thank you for the invitation to join you today, and I'm disappointed I can't attend this event in person. But one of the benefits of responding to our COVID context is that we've all become accustomed to utilising virtual platforms to support the work we all do. It's been a challenging past 2 years for Aotearoa and the world, not only because of the new and immediate issues we faced, such as COVID-19, but because of numerous longer-term challenges, such as demographic change and climate change. Indeed, the protracted war in Ukraine has also had global consequences, impacting on supply chains, global inflation, food and energy security. We know that to face these and other challenges, we need to build greater economic resilience and future-proof our systems of democracy, local democracy and governance. Against the backdrop of complex challenges, we've got an opportunity to give effect to our own local response, and that's the conversation we're having today. The work conducted by the Future for Local Government panel aligns well with the themes and focus of today's symposium. Working collaboratively, enabling partnerships and coordinating greater advocacy for the region is key. Work is on track for the panel to release its draft report in October, with the consultation process extended to the end of February next year and final recommendations in mid-2023. It's the government's view that the only way for paving the path forward is by working together with the sector, local stakeholders and iwi to address the issues that matter most for central and local government and the communities we serve. We acknowledge the local government sector's view that ongoing reforms are likely to change existing roles and responsibilities. We've heard that this creates a unique opportunity to take a different approach to the way public services are delivered. We couldn't agree more with this view. The Future for Local Government work is an opportunity to instigate how a future state of local government could be more responsive to the present and future needs of communities, be better integrated within the fabric of the Treaty of Waitangi, better fund the expectations of their communities, and improve and strengthen local government's relationship with central government. The Waikato Plan and the Three Waters reforms are two ambitious pieces of work with similar values and aspirations, which will progress alongside each other for the benefit of communities in our region. Three Waters infrastructure in Waikato and across Aotearoa requires a large amount of investment over the next 30 years to repair the damage resulting from decades of neglect. Councils are currently expected to meet these costs and juggle this work alongside other projects. The new water services entities will have the capacity and capability to focus solely on providing efficient, cost-effective and reliable Three Waters services. The Water Service Entities Bill was recently introduced and has passed its first reading in Parliament. The bill has been referred to the Finance and Expenditure Committee, where they're taking submissions until July the 22nd. I want to encourage communities and local leaders to engage in the submission process to ensure that the substantial challenges that the reform has been designed to respond to can be achieved while considering aspects such as local voice and community participation, te mana o te wai objectives, sensitive urban design and the efficient use of water, improved drinking and environmental standards, and of course, how our rural, remote and marae communities stand to benefit from reform proposals. The Waikato region has a lot to gain from the progression of the reforms. with early modelling indicating that an additional $543 million will be unlocked through reform for Waikato councils to invest in their communities, without the need to spend it on water services. This, in addition to the $256 million allocated to Waikato councils through the Better Off Fund. The purpose of this fund is to allow councils to focus on projects that go to the heart of community wellbeing. Smaller rural communities in the Waikato, like Otorohanga and Waitomo, will benefit the most from these changes. Without reform, it's projected that households in both districts will be paying around $8,700 for water services in 2051. With reform, this figure is estimated to be just $1,220. Our government recognises that it's not fair to ask ratepayers to foot the bill, and if we can do something about it, then we should. New water service entities will also hold greater capacity for investment, collaboration and growth in the adjacent industries, and bring significant growth and provide significant employment opportunities. The new water service entities will have key objectives to meet to ensure they remain integrated with plan makers. Further work is currently underway by the Planning Technical Working Group, and they will be providing advice to DIA around the interface between the water service entities and the resource management system. Ultimately, though, the water services entities' role will be to deliver infrastructure that meets local goals and unlocks regional development. As we know, the Waikato region is a significant food-producing region, in particular across dairy and meat sectors, with forestry activities and due to research and agri-tech interests, we're increasingly contributing to the growth of other sectors such as goat and sheep products, geothermal energy and tech expertise, aquaculture and associated tourism opportunities. The Waikato Plan also enables us all to think about the range of interdependencies that exist across economic, environmental, social, physical and cultural domains, so we can optimise the regional benefits. In this regard, I think about the Ruakura Inland Port, the strategic redevelopment of Hamilton CBD, and work being undertaken to ensure that the region's facilities can attract world-class conferences and events. Then there are bespoke models of governance which can support improved governance approaches. I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge the example in co-governance we've seen with the Waikato River Authority, setting up a shared decision-making model of 50-50 co-governance, as well as the other examples of iwi council partnerships across the country, which showcases that this model is working well. The Three Waters reform has been built to ensure the governance structure proposed for the new water services entities is fit for our new service delivery system and the future health of our waterways. We've taken in part the concept of co-governance and adapted it within the context of Three Waters regional representative governance group arrangements. This will ensure that mutual aspirations and shared objectives can be achieved for the benefit of local communities. Both the Working Group on Representation, Governance and Accountability and the Rural Supplies Technical Working Group have reported back to DIA. The groups have recommended ways in which the reforms can be further enhanced, ensuring local communities will always have a strong say in the delivery and management of their water services. Recommendations also include providing assurances that it is only council-owned rural drinking water schemes that will be transferred to the new water service entities and will be affected by the Three Waters reform program. Both the Future for Local Government and Three Waters reforms are two avenues in which I see opportunity to future-proof, enable and grow the capability of Waikato. I want to stress that these require input right throughout the reform processes. I want to encourage you all to have your say, as it's vital that we receive feedback from the public across the country. It's especially important that we engage with communities who know what their region needs most. We're all critical to successful solutions that will deliver on these reforms. Nō reira, kei te wā o matariki ahunga nui. Tēnei e mihi ana ki a koutou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you.